There are millions of people living with Down syndrome worldwide, and in developing countries like Nigeria, people still battle with understanding the condition and accepting it. But one woman in Lagos has taken up the challenge to advocate for the rights of children with Down syndrome after her own child was born with the condition. As CGTN's Deji Badmus reports, her journey is based on her personal experience.
She's the face of Down syndrome in Nigeria and one of the staunchest advocates for people living with the condition on the continent. 32 years ago, Rose Modi gave birth to a girl child with Down syndrome, and with little information available about the condition, she battled societal stigma and faced challenges caring for her newborn.
When I found out that she has this condition, I made up my mind that I was going to create an awareness. Because even within the medical society, they knew next to nothing about that condition. And but it took me another nearly 12 years before I decided to set up an organized foundation to not only create awareness, but to reach out and help other families that have children with this condition.
Her Down Syndrome Foundation is not only helping to fight off stigma, but also giving a new lease of life to these kids affected by the condition while teaching them life skills. And apart from receiving formal education, the 50 kids at the Down Syndrome Foundation learn computer skills, hairstyling, skincare, and makeup. Through her foundation, Modi is advocating for the rights of children with Down syndrome and calling on parents to understand the condition so they can be more accepting of their kids.
The stigmatization actually began from the family. You go to a family, maybe a family of 4, you would only see 3 being brought out there. The other one would be locked away because the families were feeling ashamed. They used to feel ashamed of letting people know that they have children who have this condition.
The Down Syndrome Foundation of Nigeria dedicates the month of October each year to provide awareness for the condition. 3 decades down the line, public awareness level of the condition has really improved.
If you go and interview 2, 3, 4, 5 people, at least 1 or 2 will tell you, oh yes, they know about what Down syndrome is. But before then, they would ask you, what's that? I remember when we first started, there was a lady that came to me. He said, what is this thing you call dancing drum? Because is it that when they beat the drum, the children dance? Because they didn't even know what it was about. When they heard about it, they did not even understand what it was about. But now it's not happening anymore.
Helen Ojogo has twin girls who have Down syndrome. She recalls her confusion as to the condition of her twin girls until she encountered Modi and the Down Syndrome Foundation. She now advises parents on how to handle kids like hers.
I advise any parents that have this child to show that child love. That is all they need. If you can show them love, any other thing is secondary.
But there's a lot more to be done. Modi is concerned that the right structure to care for the kids are lacking in the country. She's currently on the lookout for partnerships to better cater for the kids with Down syndrome. And with the disability bill recently signed into law in Nigeria, she's hopeful about the future of her children. Deji Badmus, CGTN, Lagos, Nigeria.